This movie, which is set in a war-torn galaxy that is in turmoil, is about a militaristic empire called the Mother World. This empire is powered by centuries of conquest and conflict by warriors known as the Imperium. Princess Issa, the present king's daughter, holds a rare power of healing and resurrection. Her power is viewed as a sign of redemption for the Mother World, as the royal family has grown tired of conflict and believes that Issa will unite the empire by compassion rather than force. Instead, during her coronation, the family is publicly assassinated, and Belisarius, a renowned senator, declares himself regent and renews the empire's conquests with the backing of Admiral Atticus Noble, a sadistic military leader. Noble and his men arrive on the independent moon of Velt and demand that Father Sindri, a local village chieftain, sell them grain to replenish their food stockpiles as they hunt for a band of rebels commanded by the Blood Axes. Gunnar, an ambitious farmer, disagrees with Sindri's refusal to deal with Noble. The admiral then murders Sindri and orders Gunnar to prepare all of the village's grain before he returns in 10 weeks. Kora, one of the villagers, packs her belongings to leave, but when she discovers Imperium soldiers attempting to rape a young lady named Sam, she confronts and kills them, along with Private Eris, an Imperium soldier disheartened by his superior's methods. Kora warns the villagers that Noble would murder them once he returns and has what he desires. She recruits Gunnar, who has a source who can reach the Blood Axe rebels, so that they can recruit them to fight Noble. During their journey, she discloses to Gunnar that she had served as a soldier for the Imperium after being abducted and raised by Belisarius, who murdered her family and destroyed her home planet.
The Mother World's forces were commanded by a young general named Belisarius.
Kora and Gunnar set out the next day for Providence, a nearby port town, to gather a band of warriors to protect Velt from Noble's fleet.
We're here from a small village, and we're looking to hire some fighters to train and protect us against a force from the Mother World.
They begin by hiring Kai, a smuggler and criminal. He leads them to two more warriors, Tarak, a beast tamer, and Nemesis, a skilled cyborg swordswoman. Kora and the squad travel to a distant moon to recruit Titus, a disgraced Imperium commander reduced to prize fighting. Gunnar learns from Kora that she feels guilty for Issa's murder because she used to be the princess's bodyguard. Knowing they can't battle Noble's ship, the King's Gaze, the warriors utilize Gunnar's previous ties with the Blood Axe Resistance to meet with their leaders, siblings Darian and Devra, and request the use of their starfighters. Darian and half the clan agree to assist, but Devra, who sees the war as futile and a waste of their resources, departs with the other half to safety. Kai brings the party to a trade post under the guise of dumping the rest of his illicit goods in order to start a new life, but catches them as Noble's ship arrives, revealing that he had always intended to betray them for the rewards on their heads. Kora's true name is revealed to be Arthales by Noble. Darian and many of his troops are killed, and Gunnar kills Kai and frees the group. Kora battles Noble and throws him off the high platform of the post, and the surviving warriors return to Velt together. Noble is recovered and resurrected by Motherworld forces, after speaking on an astral level with Belisarius, who demands that Noble cease the insurrection against him and deliver Kora to him alive so he can execute her in person.
You will capture my daughter alive and bring back my precious child to me, so that I may crucify her.
The opening scenes of the second part of the movie take us to the Mother World. There, Belisarius oversees the recovery of a broken and bitter Noble, reeling from his defeat. Still unconscious, Noble mutters a question about his whereabouts. Cassius, one of Noble's loyal warriors, informs him that he's aboard his ship, the King's Gaze. Regaining a sliver of consciousness, Noble rasps out Kora's name, revealing her location on Velt to Cassius. Driven by vengeance, Noble orders Cassius to set course for the planet. Meanwhile, relief washes over Velt as Kora and the battered band of warriors return. Celebrations are short-lived, however, when Eris, the double-agent soldier, shatters their hope. Noble lives, and the dreaded Motherworld warship looms large, its arrival a mere 5 days away. With time running thin, a desperate plan is hatched. The villagers, fueled by newfound purpose, join the warriors in a frantic 3-day harvest. Every last grain of wheat is gathered, a crucial bargaining chip to deter the Motherworld from simply obliterating them from above. Meanwhile, Titus takes charge, transforming the simple farmers into a makeshift resistance. Days turn into a whirlwind of training, digging trenches, laying explosives, and repurposing Kora's hidden shuttle. Under the cloak of these preparations, a bond blossoms between Kora and Gunnar. Yet, a heavy truth weighs on Kora. In a heart-wrenching confession, she reveals her forced participation in the Motherworld's royal assassination, orchestrated by the cunning Belisarius. The image of her own weapon firing upon Princess Issa, a young girl she once swore to protect, still haunts her. Filled with guilt and fearing punishment, Kora fled to Velt, a fugitive seeking refuge. The remaining days are filled with intense training and emotional revelations. Titus, Nemesis, Tarak, Milius, and Kora become a makeshift family, sharing their pasts under the threat of an imminent attack. But Kora clings to a piece of her past, refusing to unveil the darkest secret, her role in Issa's demise. The Motherworld dreadnought finally arrives, casting a sinister shadow over Velt. Noble, fueled by vengeance, scans the village, pinpointing the location of hidden civilians protected by Nemesis and Eris. His troops descend upon them, hoping to use them as leverage to draw out Kora. Faced with a heart-wrenching choice, Kora offers herself as a bargaining chip to save the innocent lives. Gunnar, however, refuses to let history repeat itself and triggers their meticulously planned ambush. The first wave of Motherworld soldiers crashes against the fortified village, spearheaded by Titus and Tarak. The defenders fight valiantly, but victory comes at a heavy price. Nemesis heroically defends the civilians, but falls in the battle. The ruthless second wave overwhelms the dwindling resistance. Heavily armored soldiers and mechanized weaponry tear through the village, leaving a trail of destruction. Yet, Kora and Gunnar, disguised in stolen uniforms, use the shuttle to infiltrate the dreadnought, planting explosives at the heart of the monstrous warship. Just when all hope seems lost, Jimmy, a mysterious figure, arrives to aid the villagers in pushing back the Motherworld onslaught. Their combined efforts, alongside the strategically placed explosives, bring about the downfall of the dreadnought. In a valiant act of vengeance, Gunnar eliminates Noble, but succumbs to his own wounds shortly after. As the smoke clears, a bittersweet victory hangs in the air. Velt mourns their fallen heroes, including the brave Nemesis. Kora, finally unburdened, confesses her past to the group. Titus, with a knowing look, reveals he was already aware of her secret. But even more shocking, he unveils a hidden truth. Princess Issa is alive, a spark of hope in the midst of devastation. The surviving warriors unite with a renewed purpose. They will find Issa, the rightful heir, and restore the royal lineage. Their mission: to overthrow the manipulative Belisarius and usher in an era of peace for the galaxy. The fight for freedom has just begun.